play a game.
I thought I could finish. I was wrong.
Welcome to the Sandbox session. Why is it a Sandbox session, you might ask? Well, it's because you can drive any train you find placed around the route. Nothing is off limits today. There are plenty of diesel engines placed all along the route and even more rolling stock around the yards and sidings. You can couple and decouple to any train cars you like. This means you can get totally creative with your freight runs. There are plenty of coal and lumber freight operations to be had. You're free to pick up and drop off goods all over the route using any number of predefined or custom trains. There's no rules, so you're free to keep things super realistic or bend the rules of a railway. It's completely up to you. You're in for a fun time, so enjoy the session.
You know what we're gonna do? Hello to Choo Choo on the Train, Lord Vectron, Mr. Hawk, and Mark Murray, and others. Let me, This is too loud for me. Oops, let's go to the stream. Let's turn it back up on the stream, and turn it down for me. That's better. Let me know if it's too loud on the stream, too. It might be. Right, free run. Or Sandbox mode. I should call it Sandbox mode. It's probably trademarked in the other one. So you can pick any train you want, and if you zoom out too far, I'd like to say I figured this out before by myself, but I didn't. Paul from N3V told me what to do. So you zoom right out, and you can use the left and right D-pad to pick different trains, and you can just cycle around and do whatever. Let's try that one. Zoom back in and see what it is. Ah, GP40. Looks like we're going to load some coal, maybe. Why am I trying to pan around with the mouse, idiot? Are we loaded? Let's go have a look. Not loaded, so we're going to be loading. Okay, let's do this one. Looks vaguely like fun. Put our little cursor on there. Paul did also give me a bit of a hint why I couldn't select a train before. It's because I was bringing my camera close to it, not the actual pointer. Oh, excuse me, burping. It's rude. The pointer is what needs to go next to it, and then you hit the bumper. And then you're in charge. So we can release all the brakes. And I think we have to go slowly, which will be interesting because it's going down a hill, isn't it? We should potentially do something about the points as well, since they must be cycled not for us, but that's okay. We'll deal with that shortly. I reckon we should stay here and watch it load stuff, personally. And we should probably go, we'll cheat and use the loco brake. That should work. Famous last words. Let's get a bit closer so we can actually see it happening. What he told me was stay at 45 degrees to the ground and it works better. Yep, he's right, it does. It's like having a guardian angel. This guy from N3V goes, I watched a video. Here's some things you could do differently. Hello, Benjamin's brain in a jar. Hello. Are you allowed to stream the other routes? I don't think I have the VR one. And streaming VR is really hard. I don't know if you ever tried, but it's really hard. I think we'd have to drive, aren't we? Cheers. Apple juice, honest. Loading. Preparing to load. Almost loading. Almost nearly loading. And... it'd be hard to tell if it's loading, actually. It's kind of dark under there. There it goes. Did that load enough? Or am I too fast? Ah, it did it. I love the way games fill up after they've loaded. All good. Benjamin says, are we going to wreck it? No. This is Trainz, not Derail Valley. We might wreck one sooner or later. Whether I do it intentionally is a different story. Chocky says, hello there, what is this? This is Trainz Simulator World Tour, being played currently on an Xbox, which is over there. Actually, it's over there, but I have to do it backwards because the camera points it over there. And if I sat this way, facing the thing, it would look like I was just facing away from you. Besides, it makes me look even fatter. See? Fat bastard jokes already. Hello, Gav's Photography, how are you? Hopefully everybody is well tonight, or today, or whatever it is for you. We are in daylight savings time now, which means the stream time has changed, but see, people seem to have gotten used to it. Welcome along to the lurkers as well. You're absolutely welcome to do that. Feel free to chat, should you wish. No dumb questions, no silliness, just the usual rules. Just be nice to each other. So it is nice to have another train game on the console. If you're thinking Train Sim World, don't. It's not of that kind of ilk, because you don't have timetables, you have predefined sessions. And you have this sandbox mode where you can do pretty much whatever you want. You're the only train moving in sandbox mode, unless you move another train and then move on to another one. I guess you could do that. I don't think they stop. We should probably go get back on our train. And we have to set some points at some point, or we're going to have spad. That would be bad. Alright, let's go. All full. Gav says, lucky Queensland doesn't have daylight savings. That's true. In fact, the guy I talked to is from Queensland. If I flick these points one way or the other, there we go. Green signals all the way. Just down through the valley and out now. So we'll do this one first. We might see if we can... I think we can get onto the other American route too. I haven't unlocked the Sandbox session on the UK route yet, but I think we'll maybe do one on here and then maybe run the steam engine on the other one. And then we can pop back to the Britain's sessions and we'll do it's the Evening Star, I think it is. We'll do that steam engine. That sounds cool. Queensland's actually very smart for not having daylight savings, Gav, and you won't catch me very often saying Queensland's really smart. But you are. Because daylight savings is, quite frankly, stupid. Do you know the cool thing about Sandbox? I don't think it cares if you go too fast. We'll stick to under double the speed limit though. How does that sound? Surely that'll stay on the tracks, won't it? Surely. Is it this one that does the flyby camera? No. N3V Games, hello. Is that Train Sim World Tour on Xbox? Yes, I think you recognise it, don't you? You recognise your handiwork. I was just complimenting Queenslanders for being smart. You missed that bit. Whoop, can I not screw up a gratuitous bridge shot just once? There we go. I'll take that. Yep, we'll take that. That's fine. So we should do... maybe do screenshots of this thing again. It's like that, isn't it? There we go. Good. Better get back on this train. And we've got to go uphill now, so... oh, not brakes, twit. I am a muffin, clearly. Now we've got to get some power on to get this up the hill. Benjamin says, I've been on a train pulled by the Evening Star at West Somerset Railway. Cool. I have not had that privilege. Lord Vectron says, by VR I meant Vic Rail. There was some VR stock in the screenshots. Ah, yes there is, but I have to unlock that. So I have to finish the UK ones, and then we can unlock the Australian ones. So if I have a look at... no, wrong menu. If I have a look at sessions now... I might lose where we're up to. I'm not sure if I can get back from this. Let's drive the train and I'll show you afterwards. But the Australia sessions are all locked currently. Sit in their little cabin. You have to work your way through the various groups of sessions, and as you finish each country's sessions, just ignore that I'm speeding in 3V games. And you're supposed to be doing something else, I think. Go do it. We'll go too fast. We'll see what happens. It'll be fine, surely. Yes, the T-Class, the magnificent T-Class in 3V games. From the PC version, it's one of my favourite locos. Thanks, Xbox. We're on a bridge. We're on a bridge. Ah, Florida Creek. Oh, that's a nice touch. There's an old car under the bridge. That was cool. We'll just ignore the speed. It's fine. Maybe we should do our future bridge shots this way. It's safer. Go back down the train a little bit. There we go. There's a good view. See, now we're not speeding. It's fine. Told you it'll be fine. Gav, it is a silly thing having daylight savings. It's just crazy. Gav says, Trainz World Tour. Yes. It seems that most train games have a tree mode, where you end up pretending to be a monkey. Benjamin says, Evening Star was the last steam loco built in the UK until Tornado. That's good to know. As we cruise through the American countryside here. This one is Coal Country, which is a fictitious route. Oh, we should probably slow down because we're coming into a yard. We should do something here, surely. We should steal some carriages or something. Better go back up the front so I can see what's going on. Chocky says, less than double the speed limit, do you mean by 1 mile an hour? Near enough. N3V Game says, I believe if you zoom in far enough for the D-pad in roaming, it puts you back in the first person mode to allow you to walk around. I think that's what you were in under the bridge there. Oh, cool. I think I should probably... Since we kind of want to stop and back up and go steal some cars, because it seems necessary. It's going to go about 20 miles before it stops, you know that. That's okay. Now, let's try out the other stuff I've been loading. Does this work? Oh, it does. Excellent. What'll happen if I put it in reverse now? And then put the throttle on? Will it explode? Or will it work? Right now I'm tipping it's probably in wheel slip hell. Oh, listen to that grinding. This is where your traction motors catch fire. Brakes might work better, I think. Maybe I should use brakes. I'll use brakes. Chocky says, has anyone had problems changing ends in a Class 45 in TSW? Describe what's happening, Chocky. Because no, I don't think so. Lights. Brakes work much better than putting the train in reverse, I have to say. As I keep saying, it's apple juice. Little puff of smoke from my fried traction motors. And back we go. Cucumbers! How you doing, mate? Gav says, Chocky, did you break the train? It sounds like Chocky broke the train. Chocky says, it just wouldn't let me go again. You know how the box on the throttle HUD should be white, but it was stuck red. You sure you're not driving a 220? I don't know if you guys know the latest workaround for the cross-country 220 in Trainz Sim World, by the way, but you don't actually have to go to the other end and do that complicated rigmarole. Just open and close the cab doors. I sense I'm driving towards a red signal. Maybe I should go do something about that, huh? Need to be gentle on the sticky things. Here's my red signal. It may just stay red. It doesn't matter, we'll live with it. What are these points set as? They are set straight ahead, so that should be fine. It doesn't actually matter if you spat in this mode, it doesn't do anything. It just says, you spatted. And we want to change, oops. This one. How close do I have to get to them, I wonder? Not very close. Cool. Okay, back to the train. So we'll just go straight through the red signal. It's fine. Joshua says, I'm good, just chilling at my desk, still job hunting. It's always a bit boring doing that, especially this time of year. It's a bit hard. It's hard to find people who want to talk to you. Unless they're filling the holiday jobs. We honked for the crossing, honest. The fact that our last car was already through it. Hello, C. Hey, Michael Lay. Yes, Gab, I think it's a 220 disguised as a 45. That's correct. Michael says, this old game Trainz 1, 2004, 6, 8, 10, 12, made by Oran. Yes, Oran is correct, and it's now NPV Games. Still Oran too, I think, though. Oran is still around in the naming and stuff here and there on websites and things, you see it. So I didn't spad. Good, that signal must only apply for the main line then. I think we should go up the other end of the train, don't you? Oh, I didn't realise the stick works in the direction you're facing. That's cool. Do you know, I've been through here a few times, and I never noticed the tank before. There's a tank over there. What if we can steal that? That'd be fun. Chocky says, every day at this time I get a random number calling me without fail. It's Cucumbers looking for a job, Chocky. Gav says, they love you, Chocky. Yes. I used to get people like that, and I would make shorts out of them. But someone must have twigged to it, because I don't get them anymore. And 3V Games says, with some Oran crew still around too. There are some pretty long-lived people in the game, I have to say. Which is good. Oh, I checked my membership, by the way. I'm a standard. I think I dropped back to standard at some point. This might be a brisk coupling. Oh, that's because the throttle's still on. Okay. I was still accelerating. That would explain a lot. We've actually pushed the locomotive out the other end. That's fine. We're just coming into the station. We're bringing our coal to the station. It's all good. It's a non-issue. Hey, hang on, I'm accelerating again. What's going on there? Excessive curve speed. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Here's an interesting question. Will this last locomotive power now that it's been hooked up? Find out in a minute. When it stops. Yes, we get a puff of smoke. Excellent. I do like the animated things that you see in trains. Just simple things like smoke coming out of chimneys is nice. Uh-oh, I've derailed some stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, look what that last loco's doing. Uh-oh. This is going to get messy in a minute, isn't it? Oh well, we'll see what happens. Sandbox. It's about to be a coal box. Oh, no, it's going through it. Excellent. We've lost a carriage. And we've lost our locomotive. But that's okay, we've still got the original one. And we're being followed by a carriage. So if I just slow down... I'm going to have to go back to the train, aren't I? Let's go and get on the train. I reckon we can get this carriage back, if we be adventurous. So if we just power off, and put the brakes on, I reckon if we just sit here, that carriage might catch up with us. Or it'll take someone out in the level crossing, one or the other. C says, gotta love scam calls. Josh says, I don't think I've called Chocky unless they work in the IT industry. Gab says, Chocky Transport Limited, looking for your local needs. So now what I should do is just start powering again so I've got some movement when it hits me. Oh, this looks fast. Captured it. It worked. See, it's funny that, because what programmer would have ever thought of that? Surely no one will do that. Oh, someone might. We better do it. We could get another train going, I suppose. We could go down, zoom out, and send one up the hill and have a cornfield meet. Would they go through each other? Interesting question. We'll head down the hill for now. Fact Hunt asked, is this Series S? No, it's Series S. Although I could run it on the S, I suppose, but I am running it on the X. Yes, junction not set. Well, more than likely the points... We'll go with the double speed rule again. More than likely I bent the blades of the points because they were locked. Would be my bet. I should have gone and found out where that goes. We've got double the speed going, but we're still on the tracks. It's fine. There's nothing to see here. The bloke in the coal truck back there goes, ooh, it's an express. Yeah, everything's fine, Jockey. It's all good, mate. Nothing to worry about at all. Just tea and biscuits with the boss. You know how it is. We don't have a runaway wagon anymore, Chocky. I caught it. In the way a dog catches a tennis ball. In 3V Game says, get another train going too. The CSX GP38-2YN2 XSCL from Parker's Logs and drop them off at Peabody Lumber. Alright, let's get you going. Zoom out. Ooh, there's more stuff up there. How do we get up there? How do we get up there? There's another loader. And that one goes where? I was just seeing that right-hand turn. I think it's a dirt road. It's okay. And that goes all the way that way. Well, you know, we haven't used this one. We can leave that one heading down the hill for a little while. It'll be safe. And we'll jump on this one. We'll load this one. What do you want me to look at logs? You really want me to look at logs, don't you? Alright, let's zoom out. And where do we have to find? Parker's logs. Peabody Mine. Peabody Mine East. Richmond Branch. So I'm guessing Parker's logs is the other way because that's the end of the route up that way. Peabody, Peabody, Peabody Lumber. More Peabody. Ah, Parker's Yard. Parker Main. Parker Tipple. But we want Parker's logs, don't we? Parker logs. There it is. You realise that other train's going to crash soon because it's almost at the end. Oh, I know why you want to look at this. Boop, 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 boop. Is that close enough to attach to it? Probably not. It's a guy walking around. Alright, zoom back in. And... what loads them? The little tractor up there? Does he do it? No, there's no passenger carriage there. How do they get loaded? This is the question. Guess I can just go forwards and find out. Will anything happen? Do I have to go around there somewhere? Ooh. Abandoned track. Nice. I'll try pulling the train out and then backing it back in and see if that triggers it. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of mechanism here to make things load. But we'll see. I think I attached to the carriage then. No? Oh, they're loading. Just like that. And I think I am attached to a carriage. I was probably doing that because I was loading, wasn't it? So I have to stop next to each pile, do I? Is it doing something? It's put the brakes on. Maybe I need to move further forward. Let's try that. If I line the carriage up with the pile properly, it might work. That would make sense. Comes another walker. Oh, that's loaded up another one. What if there's an asset missing up there that's picking stuff up? Yeah, we've got one last carriage. Let's give that. Lexic Dark. Haven't seen you for ages. Been too busy with the sheepies, I'm guessing. Given it is kind of shearing time. I wonder if that post is the signal point. Let's stop it between those posts. Let's see what happens with that. Just seems a little bit suspicious that there's a post there like that. Alright, let's stop there. Yep, that took away my control. More apple juice. Nice Irish apple juice. There we go. Look at that. And by now that other train that we've forgotten about has crashed somewhere, but that's okay. Rail pouch tobacco. Ooh, brave. Alright, let's get out of here then. Lexic Dark says only just getting warm. 2 good days of sun so far and some cold overnights, so not yet. I suppose it is colder up your way, isn't it? It's been quite warm here. I think we got up to approaching 20 degrees today. We actually had a day over 20 on Saturday. Chocky says you'll see it roaring down behind you in a minute. Yeah, maybe. It's up the other end of the route though. Nice little tractor. Little farm all by the look of it. Well, that carriage is having a bad day. He fell over and sank into the swamp. Oh, I've got an unloaded carriage. Not that anything's going to punish me for not loading it. So you'd have to be a little bit on your toes, a little bit like Railroader if you're running multiple trains to keep an eye on the things. I have a red signal still. That's okay, we'll just run through it. It'll be fine. Oh, we're coming into the main line. Okay, maybe it won't be fine. Brakes! Look at that. Alright, let's go and find out what's up with these signals. Oops, come on, come on, come on. Alright, we want to set that one. That way. Or that way. That way, good. And what do we need to do with this one? That one is set straight. What happens if you take log trains through a coal loader? Oh, there's another train here. That one's straight. Need to straighten this one probably, and I'm guessing that signal will then go green. Oop. Yeah, it's gone yellow back there. Good. Go back to the train. No, not this train. I'll have to get used to that. It's a perfectly fine mechanic, but I keep attaching to trains that I'm next to instead of the one that I want to go back to. That's what you call user error. Alright. Could put some lights on this train too, I guess. Yeah, that train probably will turn up in Gippsland soon. Lexic Dark says forecast is 3 degrees for Monday morning. Ooh. Deferred. Good plan, I think. Chocky says doing some shorts editing whilst watching the stream right now. I've got to upload some thumbnails too. Ah, good. Thinking of that, how is my mental short going? Let's go have a look. I haven't looked at it today. Where is my mental short? Can I sort by views? No, that doesn't help. This must be showing me some kind of filtered list, I think. I clearly post too many shorts. 758,217 views. Yep. It's still going crazy. It's had 5,834 likes. Amazing. Hello, Father Jack. How are you? That link is the mental short. N3V Games says to quickly jump between trains, you can zoom to satellite view and use D-pad left and right. That's true. I think, you know, don't have to go out that far, actually. It comes up fairly quickly, I think. So you have to go fair way up, but then it appears. Can we do it now? No, that's set points. Yeah, I think it... Not quite at that point. Maybe that point. Some point it pops up and it goes, you can do it now. There it is. So you don't have to go all that far out. Ooh. Thought for a horrible moment I hadn't set those points, but I did. It's okay. Look out, little American truck man. And... so this is the remains of a former trestle bridge, I'm guessing. It looks like. It's lost some of it. There's a couple of broken bridges in the game too, which looks cool. It's a different thing to see. Chucky says, is that enough views for you? I don't know what happened to it. I just don't. But it's brought in about 800 subscribers, so, you know, I'm not arguing. That looks red, doesn't it? Looks quite... actually, yeah, it looks quite red to me. There we go. No, it's still red. That's okay. Spad. Let's go all the way over here, and then turn around, and we'll be just in time to get hit by a tree. Perfect. And then... whoop. Perfect. I keep loading up all these screenshots in the hope that someone looks at my pathetic Xbox profile and goes, hey, I wonder what game that is. Well, that goes into a dead end. That's no good. That just ends. We'll have to worry about that when we get there. We'll go and see what that's all about when we get there. N3V Game says, I wouldn't try and drive over the broken bridges. We didn't test that. You know, you're tempting me. I don't think you can get to them, though. I don't think they're hooked up to the line anywhere. Alright, so here's that track. So that is... that's okay. It's going along here. So around there is just a little siding, I'm guessing. Where's that go? Ooh, goes into the wilderness. Ha. You know what? We have to. We have to. We'll take it nice and slow because that's an awfully steep corner and we're just going to go and watch because, you know, science It's required for science. So we need to know. Is it moving? Yeah, it's moving. It does worry me that there's cross timbers there. That might derail it, but we need to know. We need to know. We have to do it. There it goes. It's heading up the branch line now. It looks fine. Gomez-Adams mode engaged. It is true, I'll test anything. Are you going to sell apples there, Joshua? How are you going to explain that there's a guy named Cucumber selling apples? It's just weird. Well, you know, if you didn't want me to do it, you shouldn't have suggested it. I'm going to laugh if it just goes over it. My guess is that there's no actual track spline there, so without a track spline it won't go anywhere, but we'll soon know, because here it comes. Help me, a madman's got me, I'm going to my death. I don't think it's going to work very well, but it'd be funny if it does. There's that red signal. So the crossed forks are a red signal. I personally think it'll go up to those balks and stop. But we'll see. Spad, thank you. What could go wrong? Are the books just visual? Yes, they are. All right. Help me. It's trying. Ooh, I love the acceleration. Rough handling, it reckons. Mm-hmm. You know, we have to do this with a steam engine at some point. It works beautifully. What are you worried about? Whoop, derailed at the other end. Oh, ran out of track. Aww. Buried it in the dirt. Oh, the logs are going right through it. They have wiped out the driver. Here come the next ones. Here come the next ones. Yeah, there's that's a timber-powered loco, that's for certain. Well, I think we better go and find another train. It was just too silly for words. But, you know, it made me do it. Looks like another coal loader up there. Is there a train in there? No, that must be the one we pinched before. I can hear a train back there. Let's go exploring. Oh, I love that. That's funny. That's like a model railway concept. Right at the end of it, there's a backboard. That's cute. I like that. Oh, it's double-sided even. Maybe we'll go and try the other American route. I think that would be a good thing. So let's go to change session. And Sandbox west from Denver. TJ White, hello, you run on tracks like that. Lord Vectron says, how long is it end to end? It's fairly long, but I don't know exactly how long. N3V says, we'll look at the end of that broken bridge to the track so you can loop around and around.
Hey,
that would be
welcome
funny.
to the Sandbox session. What makes this specific session a Sandbox session? Well, let me tell you. It's because you can drive any train you find placed around the route. Yep, nothing is off limits. There are plenty of diesel engines placed all throughout the route, and even more rolling stock.
I think after that effort, I'd have to have a
Equal to any
tea and
train
biscuits
cars
with
you
the
like.
boss.
That means you can create your own custom trains. You can also pick up and drop off freight and passengers. Even the Kanawha steam train is available for you to drive. There are no session rules, so you're free to be as realistic or carefree with your gameplay as you like. That's the gist of it. Now, the fun begins, so go and enjoy the freedom of the Sandbox session.
Let's do a container machine. There's a glitch in the Matrix then. No, it is nice to just see little things moving. I assume that container disappears off the top of that stack now and ends up back in front of the building again. So it couldn't just keep getting higher and higher. No? Yeah, it did. It just disappeared off and went over there. So this is the yard we came to the other day. Let's go look in the city. Actually, we drove to the city, didn't we, in a steam engine? We did. All right, let's have a look and see what's around. Let's go find a steam engine. GP38, 38, 1500, 1500. What's highlighted? GP38. Consist 23. Good. GP40. GP40. GP38. 1500. GP40. There it is. That's the one we want. And there's an Amtrak train next to it. It's taking a little while for the Lods to figure out we're here, but that's okay. I think we need to steal ourselves an Amtrak train using a steam train. I better go find out what's going on with our points though. So if we set these ones, they are set. And if we set these ones to the right, and then go back and get our steam engine, and then we're going to hook it up and steal an Amtrak train. Because that's what every steam engine driver should do. We still have a red signal, but we'll ignore that. That's fine. We want X. Yeah, west from Denver is huge. I mean, look at the damn thing. It's massive. Those points are set for the diesel, so we will back up and steal the diesel, as is necessary. This is kind of suggesting that the next crossing wasn't set for us, but I thought it was. But that's okay. It is now. And And I think we might be just about past the points at the back there. Let's go and have a look. Yep, we are. Long way past it, in fact. Let's go and get ourselves an Amtrak train. Yeah, that crane's animating too, the yellow one. We'll steal this diesel and run off a little way down the track, and then we'll go and play the... I think I'm up to Evening Star on the Scottish route. Men with kilts. Something over there has a monstrous flashing red light. And there are machines working over there, which is cool. It looks like a grader. Are these set... straight? They are. Good. Look out, Diesel. We're coming for you. We'll handle this train slightly more professionally. I was looking on my roster on Friday where I've got a train to Gembrook, thinking there's no way in hell I'd have a trainee, and I could have a nice firing run up to Gembrook. But no, I've got a trainee. But that's okay. Jockey reckons don't crash this one. Mind you, by the time that comment came in, you would have known whether I had or not. So I'm curious, when you're driving a steam, will the diesel power up? Bonk. Well, they coupled. Alright then. $200 kilometers. Awesome. Is the diesel trying to power? I don't think so. I think the steam engine's just hauling it. Yeah, its throttle's on 0. That's okay. The steam engine could pull it, surely. Makes me wonder if the diesel's brakes are still on. Let's go back down there and have a look. Oops, too far, too far. No, brakes are all released. No, that way, go that way. That must be one heavy train though. Oh, wheel slip. There we go. And now we're getting somewhere. Now we're on the move. Can't tell if it's really going up or not. Let's go up another notch on that. Oops. Got one on the coal. And fang it. Not that I know where we're going or anything. Having a good little cruise. Wait till this car's gone and then go back to my train. It worked. We're probably going to run out of track or something soon though. There's your standard rail fan view. Head out the window, ready to get it knocked off by a passing train. N3V says, take the Amtrak passengers up through the mountain range. Plenty of nice scenery up that way. And steam P42 up in the mountains. Hey, we'll see if we can get up a hill with this train. Engine thrashing. Not quite sure what thrashing actually means, but it sounds bad. So yes, Sandbox mode is fun, I have to say. It'll be even better when your new feature comes along. Alright, I think it's time to try the Evening Star. So let's hop out of this session and we will go to change session. So we've done HST. Oh, we've got a day of the docks next. Busy day of the docks waits. Okay, well, we're shunting at the docks. So we'll get to Evening Star after shunting at the docks. Bring on the big green steam engine. Gav says we lost him long ago. Yes.
Morning. I hope you've got your wits about you today, as it's going to get pretty busy down at the docks. We've got a number of incoming and outgoing freight wagons to process. Let's head over to the docks with these empty open wagons to kick things off.
47 and a 20 behind it. Nice. Hopefully we get to drive a 20 at some point. That would be good. Whoop. Double 20s. Off we go to Inverkeithing. Say hi to the signalman. Let's see what the cab of this one looks like.
You'll be left to your own devices today. That means you'll have to watch for red signals and change your own junctions to navigate around the docks to get things done.
Uh-huh.
Take it slow, so you have plenty of time to change the required junctions to allow you to follow the navigation points and objectives. Use your track profile at the bottom of the screen to help determine what the line looks like up ahead. If the line is red, you'll want to take notice. There are more ways than one to get each job done, so assess the situation and determine what is the best way to complete the task. Stop up ahead so you can perform a runaround. That means you'll stop, detach the loco, switch the junction ahead of you, drive forward, switch the junction behind you, reverse back. Then change more junctions so you can pull up and couple to the other end of the empty wagons you brought into the yard. Sounds easy, right? Don't worry, all you need to know is you need to couple to the other end of this train. How you go about doing that is really up to you. Take it slow and you'll do fine.
That looks like a gronk. We appear to have a disc. Distracted by a gronk. It's not a bad gronk. Nicely weathered. I think our train's rolling down the hill or backwards. It is. Go on, you. Come back here. Leave your train alone for 2 seconds to look at a gronk, and it rolls off down the hill backwards. Yep. You think he's got a cold, Chucky? N3B Games is heading off to be a parent. Enjoy the evening, mate. And you know you're going to pass judging on your driving performance, so... Yes, there's no getting away with anything, because Paul watches my videos and goes, well, actually... Is that whole train in yet, do you reckon? Must be close. Yeah, it is now. Okay. Let's stop it about there. And we have to run around, so I have to get back onto my train and go up the front, and then go sideways, and no, not that one, that one, and decouple mode. Oops. Did I decouple it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did or not. Let's find out. I did. Cool. Now let's go and check these points. They're straight, and we're going to want to run around. It wants me to go up there, though. Okay, so it wants me to use those points. Well, that's fair enough. It says you can do it any way you want, but you have to use these ones. Those points sound like a sheep. We have the disc now. Or the loco brake. Or just pretend I stopped. It's fine. See, it's fine. Perform a runaround. Which is fine. We're going to go this way. Because we can. I see it gives you multiple options, so there's a stopping point up there. Or there's a stopping point back down that way. That's fine. That's better than the somewhat rigid scenarios we're used to. Or as that little plumbing tool often says, not sponsored by them, just saying when I turn them on and they go, rigid. You can stop now. Honest. Back you go. Richie Rail, hello! Yes, you were summoned. You need to buy yourself an Xbox, young man. Boink. Right, and we're going to go up here. Which way they sit? They sit straight, good. We have the disc. Ooh, a three-way. How do you do a three-way? Well, that's straight through, so that's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. What? We'll listen to the delightful Gronk. How is Spain, Mr. Richie Rail? Oh, did we just miss something big coming in over the top left? That's what we want to be driving. Whee! Whoops. That worked well, didn't it? Perfect. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's go and figure these points out. Good. Forwards. Nice and warm, been doing plenty of swimming. That's cool. Shan loving it. Hopefully. It's kind of the plan when you go on holidays, is you want everybody to be enjoying themselves. Wah! Bonk. Okay, well it's coupled, and we need to push it back to here apparently. Hopefully it's coupled, because if it's not, when I stop pushing, the carriages will just roll away. As they do. Now, does it want the carriages on that stop or the engine? But let's try the carriages. Yep, that's what it
Nice
wanted.
work. Now, take the freight wagons over to that siding.
That siding. Oh, that one. Okay. So we can push him out backwards, or we can pull him this way. I will just go ahead. The points are already set for us. Why not? Nice little cloud of Gretas. How are those points in front of the Gronk set? No, they're fine. I wonder what it would have done if I'd taken the Gronk and started shunting with that. Would that be allowed? No. Richie says she's having a class time. She likes the karaoke bar we go to every night. TJ White says kick. Might be too close to these points, but let's give it a try. Yeah, we're too close. And that's at, we don't want to go to the middle though, do we? We want to go to the right. I want to go up there. Then we want to go back that way. That will be fine. If it stops, it has stopped. That one. Cucumbers wants video evidence, Richie. I reckon it must be uphill. It struggles to get going. We're going to keep the guards van by the looks of things, because it says decouple them so the loco and guard van can head. And it's gay-ood. Ga-ood. Spelling. Paul will watch this later. So what are people thinking of having another train game available on console? Even you PlayStation people, are you happy that there's another train game on console? Because I know there's a few PlayStation people in the audience.
Decouple the loco and guard van.
That should be about right. And then... yep. Did I decouple the right one, or did I decouple the wrong one? I might have decoupled the loco, I think. I think I did. So we'll move that and then put it back on the train again, I think. Couple up that time? We'll find out in a minute. Back into the radial menu. So I think remember how to do this now. No. Right, so that one's coupled again. He actually told me how to do it, and I keep messing it up. So I think, is that one coupled now? The guards van still is. But is that one? Very hard to tell. Let's try zooming out a little. No, it's not. Let me just check his directions momentarily. Because I was messing this up before. Couple and decouple. Press the utility menu button. Toggle decoupling on. Press the utility must close that menu. Attach to any train. Once attached, move to the car you want to go. Oh, right. And press left or D-pad right button to couple or decouple. Okay, right. Okay. So that's coupled, that one now. And we want to go back into that mode. And we want to go along the train. We're going to get to there and go along the train. No, I didn't attach. Attach to the train. Right, so that's that one. And that's that one. Uncouple that one. I think I coupled it because I'm clever. Alright, let's uncouple it. I think I got it. I got it.
We'll be operating this little VR Class 08 shunter.
Gronk.
Wait for the train to head up the pass, then pull out and reverse up to the empties.
Go on, piss off you. We've got a Gronk to play with.
Now pick up the empty wagons so you can head down to the scrapyard to drop them off.
That's not a bad sounding Gronk, to be honest. Bit of a loop in the sound. It sounded good when it started. More power. Push through the points. Oh, Gronk, you can do it. Wow, I think its engine just exploded.
Down to the scrapyard by changing whichever junctions you need to set them up.
Uh-oh. No, I need to go and get them. No. Back you go. Go and get the other carriages. This has to be Thomas's diesel. Right, have we coupled? I think we've coupled. Have we? It's hard to tell. We'll know in a moment. Yes, we have. Off you go, little Gronk. Where are we headed? We got to go down there somewhere. Okay, so we've got to go down this track. So through this crossover. Those points are set right. Those ones are not. We need to set those. And once we get out here through the three-way, and we've enjoyed our little menage a trot through the points, we'll set back. P.S. Holmes, hello. Trains is such a thing of the past. We've arrived at the Trainz era, but it's modern trains on a console. I'd actually kind of forgotten how fun Trainz is, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've played it. I think I last played it when Orbost came out on the PC. And I'm starting to get used to the weird controller setup now. Alright, let's set these points while we're waiting for that train to stop. I'm going to go that way, and I think I've already set these ones, haven't I? Yep. So let's reattach to our little train. Little Gronk's thinking about it. It's going the wrong way. Come on, more power. Come on, Gronky. Go on, you can do it. Push harder. Oh, it's starting to go. Hello, Leon. I reckon that's a wheel slip sound, just personally. There you go, back up the back of this thing. As we go to the scrapyard. Here in Scotland, where men wear skirts. I think we need some shorts from your karaoke, Richie. I think it's needed. Leon went to see Cats the musical. Meow. Do we need a cat? Probably. Which way is this junction up here set? Let's set that for us.
You're speeding. Slow your train down and stick within the speed limits.
Yeah. Now, which way do we have to go? Round there. Oh, can't set that one. I'm too close to it, I think. We don't want to go there anyway, do we? Let's just jump off the train for a moment and figure out where we want to go. So you want to go over here under the crane. Okay. Which means we need... I think they're actually set by the looks of it. Let's just make sure. Yeah, they're set the right way. And go through the gate and pop up to these ones and see what they say. I think they're set the wrong way at the moment. Oh no, they're alright. And these ones we want to go through that middle path. Which we're too close to, but they're set to go... I think it's actually set right anyway, so it's fine. We'll know in a minute. It'll be fine. Leon says, okay, bossy man. Richie says, I may get a copyright strike for sounding so good. It's just slightly boastful. I think that point, is that point set wrong? It is set wrong. I thought I set that one. No, it's set right. It's fine. It's fine. Don't panic. Don't panic. There is no need to panic.
Okay, decouple the last 4 empties at this first loader.
Thomas Ward's Scrap Merchants. This is where Thomas was cut up. I do agree, Chocky. I think we should judge whether his short of him singing is good or not. Fact Hunt, this is Series X that I am playing on. I haven't tried it on S, but Trainz isn't a particularly demanding beast, so I don't see why it would have any issues on the S versus the X. I do have an S sitting next to the X, so I could always give it a try, but it's not installed on it at the moment. In fact, I think the S has got an update it needs to install as well, so I'm not going to try that during a stream. Of course, we're doing all of this so that we can get to drive a steam engine. Chocky says, this is the sort of stuff I wish I could do with my TSW scenarios, but sadly not. On some routes you can, on Peak Forest you can. It's set up that way. Leon says, if Bossy Man voice turn get mad again, I'll be swearing at him and tell him to shush. Some serious high fidelity on the Navy ship. But it is a Trainz game, and the trains are high fidelity. Right, now I've got to figure out coupling again. Good, it recognised it. Right, now we've got to get into decouple mode. Whoop. And get out of the menu. And it's... I don't think we're on the right car yet, so that's the first car, that's the second car, that's the third car, that's the fourth car, so we should uncouple that. Is that what it wanted? Wait. It's still telling me to do it, so I'm not sure that's what it wanted. Well, maybe I coupled it instead of uncoupling it. Let's try that again. I'm not pretending to be good at this. Yeah, so those 4 cars are uncoupled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or have I done it one further up? Don't think so. I think we're okay. But it hasn't recognised it yet. Yes, it has. I don't know. Let's find out. Because it's giving me control back. Yep, I'm leaving 4 cars there. That's what it wanted. Oh, no, I'm leaving 5 there. I can't count. I cannot count. I think you should lay off the sauce, Leon. That's like the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5. 3, sir. What? 3. Throw it. Crunchy things in tea, that's always good. Alright, now let's try that again, shall we? So we clearly miscounted. I'm blaming you, because why not? Did I just take it out of couple mode? Smart, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, forward another car. Right, uncouple that.
Good work.
Yay!
Now, navigate to the second scrap loader.
Oh, you want to put it on the other siding. Okay. Right. Good. We have the disc, sir. I think shunting is really boring for people. They're waiting to see steam engines. We'll try and get this over with so we can have the evening star. Oh, that other game, by the way, Trainz Sim World, is on sale on Steam and Xbox, so if there's anything that you want to get, now's probably about the right time to do it. It'll do. Come on, you. Move it, Weasel. Sooner or later, it'll clear. Or not. There we go. Lovely. Ah, that one. And that one's set fine, so we just go back now. Lord Vectron says, just spent $20 to get the rest of the TSW3 DLC to complete it. $175 for TSW4 DLC. So you have everything now, do you? Or you'll do TSW4 at the next sale. Yeah, fair enough. Well, Chocky, you could buy yourself TSW 2020 on Steam. Is that the right one? Yep. And then you could get the free starter kit for 6, and you've got 6 running on Steam with GWE and quite a few other routes. GWE, I think Colin Arkin's in that one. Sempatch Grade. And is it Bakerloo in that one? Might be. Lord Vectron says, like Pokemon, gotta bite more. It does get that way, doesn't it? I hate to think what I've spent on TSC drop DLCs. And before I became an ambassador, I had all the DLCs up to... I wasn't an ambassador for Rush Hour, and I don't think I was for Trainz Sim World 3. Wrong button, Jim. You need to come back this way, mate. Chocky said, did we establish all the content is slowly coming to Epic? Apparently it is. But they haven't given any dates for the remaining content. They've just said that it will. So, you know, spend the $12, which is about £6 for you, and get the free starter kit, so you're on your way at least on Steam. I would. That at least gets you set up for the GWE remaster when it comes out, and I believe Matt said on his charity stream by the end of the year that would be out. There you go.
Now, decouple the last 3 empties.
Yeah, we know how good we are at decoupling, don't we? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. That's one car. That's that car. So that'll be that one. Doop. Did I get it right this time? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Did I? Or did I decouple that one? Which one did I decouple? The grey one or the other one? Game's still thinking about it. I reckon I might have got it wrong. No, I think it's right. No, I got those ones too. Damn it. I don't like you anymore, Toto. Wah! Let's attach to the train, shall we? Right, so let's couple that one. Right, so we've coupled that one. Now we go back into that silly mode. Go back one car and decouple. Did that work? Or did I just couple it? I think I just coupled it. No, I decoupled the last one this time. I think I just decoupled the next one. I don't understand. Paul will be laughing at me now. Come on. Right. Go up one car. See, that decoupled it, but at the wrong end of the car. That's why I don't get what this does. So that's one car. So that's the coupler between those last two cars. And then that's one's coupler between those two cars. So let's just try whacking it now. No, you can't. So you have to go up to the next one. Come on. I think it's being funny because there's a crane in the way. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I want to attach to that one. Right. Okay. Decouple. Did I do it at the wrong end again? Bet you I did. Yeah, we've got 4 cars again. No, that's alright, because that'll leave 3 cars behind. That should be it. Let's try it. Ah, it left the grey one. See, now that coupler was red, wasn't it? We all saw it. Sigh. It's not like either Run 8 or TSW Vac Hunt. It's a little more like model railways, to be honest. It does have physics. It's certainly an improvement over the old days. It's probably pretty close to Trainz Sim Classic, I guess. Right. Let's see if we can make sense of this again. Hang on. No, 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 no. See, that is showing me that the coupler right there. So if I go to the last car, let's try that one. Okay, one more. Did that do it, or did it get the wrong one again? That's decoupled, that's decoupled. And the grey one's decoupled as well. Brilliant! Perfect! Exactly what we want. So it thinks that end's of it's coupled. So we want to couple that end, which didn't do anything. Let's just attach to the right train and then maybe we can make this work. Right, so that's coupled those two together again, I think. Let's just pop over there and have a look. Come on, just move sideways. You know you want to. Yep, they're coupled. I think they're coupled anyway. Let's just move forward and find out. Alright, off you go. Right, so we've got one extra car that we don't want. Perfect. And now my luck, I have to push these together again and they'll couple again. Yay. Right, decouple mode again. And now that they're apart, there's only one carriage it could possibly be. So I've coupled the right one, but I think it doesn't know because the other ones aren't coupled up anymore. We'll see. Let's get back on the train, find out. And maybe I'll have to push them together. Decouple the last three empty codes at the second scrap loader. We've done that. Yeah, so they're uncoupled, but they're not together, so it's confused. Alright, let's push them back together. And I hope they don't automatically couple up. Because now I'm going to have to uncouple them again, and we're just going to get it wrong again. Right. And it coupled them. Lovely. Perfect. Not. So let's bind to the train. So that's the engine. Back one car, back two cars, back three cars, back to the grey car. So I uncouple there. No, one more. Uncouple.
Great.
Yay!
One more loader to go. Head over to that third loader to drop off the last of the empties.
I think where I was going wrong there was I was trying to uncouple it, counting from the back of the train, and it didn't like that for some reason. That was fun, wasn't it? Yes! It's catching up with the chat. You're an ambassador for TSW3 as you won one of your giveaways. Well, there you go. Maybe it was then. Leon likes Japan trains. Chocky says, I think GWO came to Epic anyway. Not sure. I installed 5 again. Chocky says, I love how you can right-click on a YouTube video and say stats for nerds. Well, aren't we? New film 387123. Fair enough. We have the disc. One more day of work and I get to go and play on the real railway again. Yay! Can you not wait for my coupling and uncoupling tutorial? It'll be like click, click. Oh, yeah. No, don't do it like that. Do it like this. I do think the mechanic on that really needs to be worked on because it's not clear what you're actually decoupling. I think maybe if the couplers that you're at changed colour or something like that, that would be really handy. I should be able to change this one. Do I need to though? No, it's already set. Change this one here instead. Once the little unit's clear. Come on, there we go. Brakes! More brakes! Last pushback, I hope. And then no doubt we're collecting some other cars from somewhere else. Or maybe these get loaded up and we have to pick them all up again. Yeah, I do think if the couplers... So the grey ones are uncoupled, or on a set that you're not controlling, and the red ones are coupled, but you can't easily tell which one you're actually looking at. I think it would be really helpful if the coupler that you're looking at, or the car that you're looking at, maybe change colour. I think the coupler would be better. Because if the coupler changes colour, then it's really clear which one you're doing. I've got the hiccups. That's a noise and a half, isn't it? It's like it's ripping its own gearbox to pieces. Drop these ones off down here and see what it wants us to do next. Hopefully there's not too much more standing between us and the steam train. That would be good. Hello, Melbourne Train Guy, how are you? There we go. Right. Let's try not to bugger it up this time.
Excellent.
Ah!
That's the empty freight wagon sorted. Next on the agenda are the coal trucks over near the coal loaders. Head over and couple to the first 3 wagons. There is an outbound freight train that you'll need to couple all 6 coal wagons to. It will park up at the freight entrance where you first drove into the docks.
Gronk.
Once all 6 coal trucks are coupled to the outbound train, I'll give you your final task.
You can get away with 3 miles over the limit. So where are these coal trucks? Is it those ones? Or are there some over there somewhere? Let's go find out. Whee! Is there something all the way over here? Yeah, looks like maybe. No, not this way. Where are they? No, that's going further away from them. Oh, there's the... That might be the coal mine, or are they building a road? Where are these coal trucks? Where are they? Oh, well, there's the freight train that I have to couple to. Okay, that's what I'm... That's my coupling point. Okay. Fair enough. Right, so I have a coupling point up here somewhere. So I reckon it is these ones just sitting in the siding here. Must be these. Surely. Or is it... Oh, no. No, it's these. Okay, gotta go over there. Alright, good deal. We can do that. Let's start by setting these points here. Let's just keep our little Gronk moving. Because Gronkalicious hasn't gotten through the points yet. Gronk. Come on, you. Move it. That means we're going to have to collect these cars and run around them too, doesn't it? Come on. There we go. In doom-scrolling YouTube. That sounds familiar. That sounds like me at 4 o'clock in the morning when my builder neighbours wake me up. The cool thing is, he's a nice bloke and he never means to. And if you're watching, yes you do. You owe me a beer. Actually, you don't. I think I drank a lot of your beer last time I was over. I probably owe you beer. I have the very fortunate thing, I've got a builder on one side and a mechanic on the other side, and they're both really nice guys. We're on a boat. How about that? Uh-oh, we're sinking. Well... Back you go, Gronky Donkey.
Well done. My tip for you is to couple to the first 3 coal trucks and make your way over to the lower yard to perform your run round before you head up the incline to the upper yard. Couple 3 coal trucks at a time to the outbound freight train to make your life a little easier.
So there's more. Where are the other ones? Where are they? So those ones are empty. Are there more over here? No, there's no coal over here. What if the others are getting filled up or something? Those ones we dropped off. Because they're all empty. Let's go and check these. Have they been getting filled up? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, there's something over here. Any coal? No, they're empty as well. Oh well, we will just have to figure it out when we figure it out. That looks like a track that we can run around on. Which one's our track set for? That one? Yeah, it's fine. So go and set that point at the other end. Right. Now we just need to uncouple old mate when he's clear of the points. There we go.
You've managed to derail the train. Unfortunately, that means your training ends here.
No, I haven't. That's not derailed. What's it talking about? Oh. What derailed? There's no X's or anything. Well, that's annoying. It does load quickly without pods, jockey. Where's it gonna dump me? What time is it? 9:32. Apparently I have failed. But I don't think I derailed anything then. So I don't know what happened. Let's see where it's going to put me with a reload. It does save periodically, so hopefully it wasn't too long ago.
Excellent. That's the empty freight wagon sorted. Next on the agenda are the coal trucks over near the coal loaders.
Alright, so it's
Head
not too
over
bad.
and couple to the first 3 wagons. There is an outbound freight train that you'll need to couple all 6 coal wagons to. It will park up at the freight entrance where you first drove into the docks. Once all 6 coal trucks are coupled to the outbound train, I'll give you your final task.
But there are only 3. Are there... Oh, there's more over there, look. I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to grab those ones. And then I'm going to go over there and grab those ones. See what happens. Where's our Gronky? Hey, over there. Okay. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Mr. Gronky's not past us yet, but it won't be long. Stopped, good. So we'll go and get those, and then we'll go and get those ones over here. And then we'll try and run around all 6, but we won't use that other runner train track either. So that's already set, so that's fine. Jockey says, why have I just found an 87 sail into Preston, the same platform as another 87? Well, why not? Are they coupling up? Full noise on a Gronk. Sounds like that freight train's getting bored and it wants to leave.
Well done. My tip for you is to couple to the first 3 coal trucks and make your way over to the lower yard to perform your run round before you head up the incline to the upper yard. Couple 3 coal trucks at a time to the outbound freight train to make your life a little easier.
And they're trying to tell me a Gronk couldn't push 6 cars up that hill. I find that hard to believe. Gronks are evil little creatures. No, back. Yes, there. Perfect. Good. Perfect. Stay there. Since we've got these ones, we might just go ahead and do a save. Just defensively. Just so we're a little bit further along if it blows up again. The guy that I've been dealing with at N3V watches these videos, so timestamp for him, 2:05, so about 2 hours in. Animal, I agree. Yes, Gronks do move massive trains. Mind you, they probably don't go up that. The only thing I can think of is the script that's running this looked at my train and saw it was only 3 cars long and thought, that's not right, you've lost some. This is a tight corner and a half, this one. Ah, well done sorting that out, Jockey. So what you're saying is it's a pepcac. Yeah, they're quite impressive animal. Not only is it not bad for 380 horsepower, but it's pretty good for a loco that's probably somewhere between 55 and 75 years old, depending on which one you're looking at. Because most of them are not very young. This time you left a straight brake on. Very good. Welcome along to the new people that have joined. We are playing Trainz Simulator World Tour on Xbox, which releases on October the 24th. And we're playing through the sessions. We're currently on the British content, which is a Scottish route. And we did the first part on my live stream on Sunday, which was the HST run. And now we're doing some shunting. We have the disc. Well, we kind of have the disc. We kind of do and we kind of don't. We're about to spad. Or not. But anyway, let's go and sort out some points. We need to get those ones set right. And this time I think we'll leave it so we run into this yard here. And if we bring the train up to about here, we should fit. So I should be able to run around through there. And then back around through the other bit. So that should be okay. It does sound like a Melbourne train guy thing, Chucky. Animal says they obviously can't find anything better than to replace them with. Got it right the first time. Yeah, I think so. It's just a good design. It's just lasted. And they've managed to hide them from accountants who like getting rid of old stuff. So as soon as they're clear of these points here... Whoops. No, no. Bad. Don't blow up your gearbox. Alright, lots of brakes, lots of brakes, lots of brakes. Because we're clear. Let's just attach back to this. Now we are on the Gronk. Good. No. Save that. Just in case. If it explodes again, I'll be sad as we drive away. Well, so far so good. But we got further last time, didn't we? Those points look fine. Those ones are going to be good. No, not those points. These points here. Why do you want to switch those points? Oh, do I need to be on top of the switch, probably? Yeah, here we go. So I want to check all these before I move him backwards. Is he still moving? No, it's good. Alright, let's switch these ones. And switch these ones. Right, now we can bring him back this way. Get him back through here. Might as well ride him, I think, if we can. Oh, I've attached to this train. No good. Let's attach to Gronkosaurus. Well, they got that bit right. There's smoke pissing out of every hole in it, so that's fine. You crashed it, Chucky. Oh no. Speaking of crashing, save. Now, do I heed his advice and take 3 cars at a time, or do I take all 6? scenarios from 5 should work in 6, yes. Hello, Vital Aspect Gaming. Welcome along. We're trying not to destroy the universe this time, because we've had some fun on this stream. We have destroyed the universe a couple of times. We get on there. Come on. Right, there we go. Let's go get these cars. And do we try and push up all 6? Did warn me not to. I think what I might do is take all 6 over here, and then we'll take 3 up and come back for the other 3. Just less moving around, less buggering around. Save. How are you, Vital Aspect Gaming? Melbourne says all 6, gronk it, baby. Let's poll it. There you go. You can decide. You can decide what's going to happen. Hello, Sam's Trains. You have arrived, apparently. The train now arriving on platform 1 is Sam. Bigger number, always better number, says Sam. Looks like the chat is fairly adamant that you want all 6. Yeah. Okay. 6 it is. But you know what? We're going to save, so when I fail I can come back here and start again. Now what we should do is just while they're cruising around is let's make sure all of our other points are actually set correctly. So that one is, that one's fine. And we're going to need to go through this set, which it's actually really hard to tell. So I'll wait until we get up here. And then there's this bloke sitting here. The other one's all been okay, so surely these will be fine. Let's just try and set them anyway. Right, so they're set now anyway, so that's fine. Let's go back to our little Gronky. He's almost there. Ooh, he's going to have to push him around a tight corner and then up that hill. Yep, it's going to go well. You sure you want all 6? He's struggling just moving him there on the flat. What I probably should have done in hindsight is set it for the straight track. Alright. Here goes nothing. Come on then. Push it. Let's go on, well. I think it's because that corner's so tight. It's kind of stuck. Listen to that gearbox grind. I think we're going to be loading that save. I think we're stuck. Yeah, we're stuck. We're going to be loading that save, I think. Wrong menu. That one. I know what'll happen if I do that, Sam's trains. They'll go everywhere. Do 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 do. So we'll do a couple of things. Actually, no, we might try. I wonder if it'd fit there. So let's set the straight track. Yeah, let's try it. What do you reckon? Reckon it'll work? Let's try it. No, I reckon it'll be dead. I reckon we don't bother. Let's get rid of 3 of the carriages, like we've been told to. We're going to go up to the front of the train and uncouple mode. And then go 1, 2, 3. And uncouple. Right. Alright, Grunky, off you go. Alright, we'll take 2. Well, that's fine then. At least we know that'll fit. Don't know, don't couple with them. That'd be bad. That is the worst noise. Yep, 6 would have worked well. Struggling with 2. I think maybe we need a run up. Maybe, just maybe, we need a run up. Alright. Let's set these points a little differently so we can get, whoops, whoops, whoops. Yeah, through there. And let's set this one for that where that gate is. Oh, it opened the gate. That's handy. Alright, let's get a run up. This is clearly a broken Gronk. Listen to it. Before it gets into another tight curve, stop there. Let's see how we go this time. See, is that accelerating? Yeah, it is. See, it sounds like the wheels are spinning. Yeah, you can do sand. There you go. Sand's on now. No! Alright. Let's go and make the straightest path we can from over here. So those ones are set straight. Those ones are set straight. These ones aren't. So let's fix these ones. So we've got a nice straight path. And we'll bring it round to about here. And try again. I'm going to stream until we get these bloody things up this hill, Chocky. It might fail with one, you know. You might have to go and get the other loco and do it with that. Cheat. Let's just bring it back to the start of this curve and get the best run up we can. Because we can't go more than 13 miles an hour anyway, or it'll fail. Now what I'm wondering is it sensing that I've got 2 carriages and it's going, that's not 3, so it won't let me up the hill. So if it doesn't work this time, we're going to get a 3rd carriage and try it. Because that wouldn't surprise me just thinking about it. Off you go, Grunky Donkey. Let's go. You can do this. See, if I go more than 13 mile an hour, it'll put the brakes on. Enjoy your food, Chucky. Alright, 12 is going to be the fastest we've ever hit it. So I'm thinking this might be deliberate. If it doesn't make it this time, I'm going to get 3 coaches, and I bet you that'll work. Yeah, it's stopping in exactly the same place. Even though I had that massive run up. Alright, I think we know what the answer is. Let's go and get the third coach. Carriage. Sorry for offending your sensibilities. Wagon. Why are you going that way? Why are you going that way? Jockey says, I know I said I was going, but I just saw a rake of Mark II's pass with no logo and T posing passengers. Check what the service is. Sounds like you've done something pretty exciting to your game, Jockey. This is pretty riveting, isn't it? If I do say so myself. Right. Let's see if we can manage to not screw this up. Alright, so they're all coupled. So if we go into decouple mode, get out of that menu, and bind back to the train. One. Oh, actually the coupler does highlight just a little bit. So that one, and uncouple. Did I just do two again? Oh, you idiot. You idiot, I just did two again. Now I've got to pull them off and push them back on again. I think I've got two cars. Because I'm an idiot. No? No? I've got three. Go, go, go. Go. It doesn't actually have 8 notches, it's only got 4. See ya, Jockey. Have fun, mate. Enjoy your food. Alright, this time for sure, Ollie. I'm not even going to get a run-up. I'm not even going to bother. So as soon as I can change these points... Ah, it's still locked. Bugger. Come on. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Right. Whee! Now, if my guess is right, it'll just make it. Somehow it'll just squeeze over the hill. If my guess is wrong, I don't know what to do. Eight. It's on the incline. Right about the end of the dark green is where it was completely failing before. And it's failed. More juices! I don't think it's got more juices than that. So if we go into the cab... Whoops. Back. Actually, I probably should save this, come to think of it, because we've got the right number of carriages on. So how many throttle notches has it got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. It's only actually only got 3, I think. Alright, let's just try 3 and see what happens. Let's just try it. And we're still on the hill. Maybe pushing it beyond 3 notches puts it in some kind of neutral. TJ White's going 1 at a time. Might have to. But the instructions did specifically say 3. Nah. Sigh. I'm kind of curious if the Gronk itself can get up there. Have we busted the Gronk? I'm just pushing these ahead because I don't want them to couple up. That's why I'm putting them in the other road. It actually won't let me uncouple them. It's refusing. It's going, nah. That's interesting. Why? In fact, it's fallen out of couple mode. Okay, we've knocked one off somehow. Alright, let's try that. Let's see if it works. Oi! You were uncoupled. No, don't change the points on me. Don't be a bastard. No, I can't uncouple it. It won't let me. Oh, that did. But I don't know if I've got just a Gronk or one carriage now. We'll find out. Alright, we've got just a Gronk, so I'm going to try it with just a Gronk. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it can get up the hill by itself. Well, this thing's only actually got 3 notches. It's a bit deceptive that the game says it shows it with more. See, I don't think the Gronk by itself's going to get up there. No. Are there any more locomotives around here that we can steal? Or do we go up the hill and steal that class 20? I can't see anything around here anywhere. Bloop, 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 bloop. There's nothing around here. No, it looks like we have no locomotives at all. So we will just stop Mr. Gronky there. And let's jump off him. And let's go and find what there is to steal and bring back here. Oops, sorry. Over here. So there's this guy. And he's the only one in sight, I think. So if we bind to him, I don't know if it'll let us. Oh, it will. Okay. But will it let me drive it? So it's let me jump on it, but I don't think it's going to let me drive it. Are there any other trains around that we can pinch? It's not looking good. No, there's nothing else in there anywhere. Oh, look, the weather's changing. I didn't know it had weather. No, I think we're just stuffed. Because if the Gronk can't get up there by itself, it's never going to get up there with a load. And if it won't let me take control of this train, then what am I going to do? I'll try and attach to it again. No, it won't let me take control of it, so it won't let me cheat. It's thought of that. Bummer. So I don't know. Is this just a bad session and it just doesn't work? I don't know. Let's try it from here then, little Gronky. Let's try from here. It is getting a bit late anyway, so if we can't... I'm going to try and get this single one up the hill again. Yeah, it does have sand. It doesn't have a low gear option, I don't think. So sand's on. Readouts, controller guide, decouple, bell. We're on a bell. Whee! So that's it. That's all the controls we've got, really. Yeah, I know I'm speeding. I want you to go up the hill so we don't ruin the curse. Because the only other thing I can think of is try and take the other three. Yeah, it's just going to die. Look, let's try that. Let's take the other three up and see what that does, because maybe you have to do them in the right order or something stupid like that. So I'll come and get back onto these ones, and we'll push them ahead, and then we'll get that second three. See you later, Lord Vectron. I think I've busted it because it's struggling to move. Look at it. It's got no brakes on. It doesn't want to go anywhere. I think the poor little thing's just busted. Worn it out. Doesn't want to play anymore. It's going, nah, screw you guys, I'm going home. Oops. Just want to get these off the points and that'll be it for them. Alright, let's leave them there. Now I can't uncouple them. Yeah, I think it's just shagged. Let's try that. I think that left me with one car, but I'm not sure. Now I'm bound to a... No, I don't couple them. Be funny if this works, wouldn't it? I think I did break it, Gav. feeling a lot like I broke it. Maybe it just never recovered after we got that fake derail. That's possible. Alright, let's stop you there. So this is the original 3 cars. Let's just see if it can do it. Hello, Chucky. How was your food? We're trying the other 3 cars, Chucky, because we've tried one. We've tried just getting the Gronk up by itself. Even it can't do it by itself. So just in case we get these up and we want to come back for the others, set those points. Just in case. Well, I'm not hopeful, but just in case. Set these ones. Let's go and take it round for a decent run up. How far back can we go? Take it back to the fence again. Actually, if I'm right, we won't need a big run up, so I will actually just stop it here. I think I can. I'm sure it did actually accelerate more in Notch 4, even though it makes that horrible noise. It is accelerating. Ah, let's give it all the beans. See what happens. If it goes over 13, it's going to get stopped. Gotten further. I reckon you have to take the right 3 cars. But it's still not going to make it, I don't think. Or it's just going to make it, one or the other. Yep, it's still going. I reckon that's it. You have to have the right 3 cars. Or the script artificially stops you. Isn't that interesting? There you go, we solved it. What a bastard! I mean, I like a good puzzle, but that's just mean. See, what that is a developer that's had 8 Red Bulls at 8 o'clock, at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're going, hold my beer, mate. They're gonna love this. Just in case. Yes, Trainz Puzzle World, Melbourne Train Guy. Now I've got to uncouple again. Alright, let's go back and get the others. I'm gonna poor little thing is just going, I don't want to! Well, at least I got a nice work chunky. It could have been, why are you so late? Could have been, you've been holding us up here for 3 weeks. Get on with it. I'm beginning to wonder if just putting it in notch 8, even though it doesn't have all those notches, does the deed. Let's save it now too.
You're speeding.
Yeah,
Slow
I know.
your train down and stick within the speed limits.
Do you know when it gives you a penalty brake, you can just release the brakes? Did you know that? You just press and hold X and it goes, yeah, alright. Alright, you take care of yourself without derailing, if you can. Let's flip these over. There we go, it's just about stopped. Come and get these ones. I think that's set okay, it is. Should turn off my heater. It's not going to be in here much longer. I'm hoping. We didn't get to drive the Evening Star today, but, you know, that's life. Hopefully we can at least get this finished. I did try Melbourne Train Guy. Or as Yoda says, there is no try. Do or do not. Bonk. Pick up the last 3 wagons. Yeah, I think getting all 6 was a mistake. Been on this for 2 hours. Okay, great. I was kind of thinking it had been a while. All the bananas! Ignore the horrible grinding sounds. We'll power it up the hill with the whistle. Ben says at the end, can we see free roam? If you rewind it, we did free roam at the start, Ben. So if you just go right back to the start of it. Because it is 10:30 at night here and I have to be at work at 8 o'clock. And the day after I've got to be at work at 6. Yay! That's very true, TJ White. Train crew on overtime are never fast. It's not going to make it, is it? Well, maybe. 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 It's going to shoot its gearbox onto the moon, but I think it might get there. So to make this work, you have to put the cars in the right order, or you have to run it at notch 8 when it's only got 3 notches. I would have so much fun as a yard crew. This first bit's downhill just before it goes uphill. Just sort of something. Save! Lots of brakes! More brakes! Don't crash! No! Bonk! Decouple the shunter. Do, do, do.
That required a bit of thinking now, didn't it? Your last task is to shunt those good vans down to their respective warehouses.
Oh, great.
Coloured markers indicate which goods vans need to be dropped off at which warehouse. Be careful when changing the junctions in the upper and lower yards. There are many junctions to switch, so be sure to get it right, otherwise you risk derailing. Make sure you take it nice and slow. There's no need to rush it. Once you complete this task, you'll be done for the day.
Grouse. I think I might actually save it there anyway. And we'll call it quits for today, I think. Because it is quite late for me. Did you see the wagons are rolling away? Or do you mean the ones around the corner that went up there? They're not rolling away. They got taken away by their train. There was a locomotive on the other end of them. But anyway, for Ben, if you rewind back to the start of the stream, we did free roam at the start, so you can see a bit of that. You can find the ridiculous bridge that we got to play with, because we could, and I'm sure that's going to make a good shot. But anyway, enjoy, have fun. It's been a pleasure running through this. Trainz Simulator World Tour. See, I had to think what it was. Trainz Simulator World Tour is available on Xbox, and it comes out on October the 24th. So, whether that's the 23rd for people not in Australia, I don't know, because it's October the 24th in Australia, so it might be the day before for everybody else. Because, you know, we're in your future. But, you know, it's all fun. And it's been a good stream, so I will see you on Sunday morning, as usual, in the usual time slot. I'm hoping the Trainz Sim World patch will have come out by then, so I'll be running TSW on Sunday. If the patch hasn't come out, I'll think about what I'm going to run. Probably won't be this. I'll give this a rest for a little bit. But I'm not speeding. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, cretin. You're speeding. Right. Anyway, have fun, mates, and we shall see you later. Bye. See, there's always a good bit of pussy at the end. Don't say I don't look after you.